All right, peeps. So the boy Shakur Stevenson, he had a lot to say. He had a lot to say about the UFC in comparison to boxing, and he had a bit to say about Ilia Topuria as well. But yeah, if you know, Shakur right now is probably the best pure boxer in boxing. Easily, you could easily say that. And he just came off a great win, masterclass, schooled him, Teofimo Lopez. So this is what he had to say, and we'll break it down.
Is better than boxing.
It's true, and you know it's true.
It's not true.
Come
It's
on,
not
even look, even he's smiling. Yo, you come on. I ain't gonna lie, bro. MMA. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Kick this nigga out. This nigga did. Ain't no way this nigga came with me right now. Hold on now, cuz.
Would any of y'all box Ilia Topuria?
Yo,
Who?
Ilia Topuria.
He too weird.
Who is that?
He's weird.
UFC fighter.
Is it US?
He's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
What weight he fight?
Ilia's 155. I'm pretty sure. So what do you weigh?
I fight at 140 right now. Tell him come fight me.
He's a crazy boxer, bro.
I don't care. Tell him come fight me.
Hold on a second.
UFC would never be better than boxing.
At all. It ain't even
What?
close.
Ever.
The skill level is different.
You don't think like John Jones would dominate in boxing? Honestly.
Hell no.
What?
You say that the UFC is better than boxing.
It's true, and you know it's true.
It's not true.
All right,
Come on,
so-
even look, even he's smiling. Yo, you come on. I ain't gonna lie.
So let's break this down, yeah. UFC being better than boxing. I'll be honest, it's more entertaining than boxing. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it about that. Boxing at its heights when it's Canelo versus Crawford, yeah. It's a spectacle, but it can also be a snooze fest as well. Let's just not sugarcoat it, innit? Boxing can be boring, and so can the UFC. We've had shit fights as well, but those big fights, those fights we want to see, they're bangers usually. And just as a general package, UFC to me is more entertaining. Like boxing, I can't really sit through a whole boxing card. I can't do it. I just want to see the people I want to see fight. The big names, the Shakurs, the Crawfords, the Canelos, the Tanks, the AJs, the Usyks, the Furies. You can go on, Benavides. Like, I want to see those guys. And obviously the guys that are on the rise that are going to be the new gens, yeah, you have to spot them early. But let's be honest, the undercard, not everyone's feeling the undercard with boxing. UFC undercards tend to be a lot better. Keep it a buck. They tend to be a lot better. In general, I find MMA way more entertaining than boxing. Just through the pure aspect of anything can happen. I feel boxing's so much more predictable. You 9 times out of 10, you know who's gonna win. But that's just me. That's just me. I find MMA a lot more entertaining than the UFC, even the way it's marketed. From that standpoint, it's more entertaining usually. Press conferences are more entertaining usually. We just hear from who we need to hear from. We ain't got this promoter, this coach, like no one cares. Like
Who cares, brother? Who cares, brother? Who cares?
nobody cares for that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and the sport has been around much longer, so there's gonna be friction when it comes to making changes. Obviously, this is what Dana is trying to do for boxing and all of this. Where that goes, we don't know. Can they make a dent? Can they change the whole boxing landscape? We'll see. But yeah, for me, UFC hands down more entertaining than boxing. All right, let's move on to the next part. Shakur versus Ilia Topuria. Woo! So Ilia did, try to go for Crawford, but the young protege is stepping up. Crawford's retired. You'd smoke Ilia anyway, in my opinion. But yeah, he's retired. Shakur's there. And he said, bring it, bring it. He's down to deal with that. Ilia Topuria versus Shakur. In boxing, let's be honest. these MMA fighters are not on the level of boxers, man. The boxing is such a the like when you get to that level of boxing, like it's just different. Like, yeah, these MMA fighters, they can box and throw a bit of hands, but they're not. These guys are tweaked to the max. Like, it's just you can't compete with these guys in boxing. It's just a no. It's not happening. Yeah, Ilia Topuria has power and all that. Like Shakur ain't seen that before. Like, it's just for him to make money. If we get this fight, Shakur versus Ilia Topuria, it's just for money. It's really just for money. That'll be Ilia Topuria's exit route, Connor route. He's gone. Never gonna see him again, probably. Dana probably will never let it happen because he ain't having another Connor roaming around doing what Connor done. Nah, that's a one and done. But I'd love to see it anyway. I'd love to see it either way. But we're always talking about MMA fighters going to boxing. If Shakur went to MMA now, oh, it'll be again. It'll be a flip of the script. Like the MMA guy is gonna punch him up, or maybe not punch him up, but like grapple him, kick him, things he ain't seen before, he ain't used to. So it's kind of silly when we try to put on these spectacles of boxing versus MMA, especially it's usually in the boxing world. Like you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I'd love to see it. I'd love to know of an example where MMA guy has gone over into boxing, like at the high level, like they're both high level guys and won. Like, I don't think that's. Has anyone even had a good showing? I don't even know. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong there. I'm not too sure. I can't think of anything, but let me know. But yeah, pointless. I think this pointless. But it's a spectacle, and I'll watch it. If it ever does happen, I'll watch it. I was all for Crawford, and you know what? I'm all for Crawford doing MMA. I know he's never gonna do it, but he's never gonna do it. But for the fact that I've seen a couple clips, and he looks like obviously he ain't gonna be like Gordon Ryan jiu-jitsu and Habib level wrestling, but he looks like he's got a little something about him. So that would have been entertaining, but we're never gonna get that. As for the John Jones comment as well, because you mentioned that you think John Jones could have. Hey, John Jones was only made for MMA. Like for those that did not see that clip of John Jones in the NFL running, like the boy looks like his knees are gonna blow out. Yeah, John Jones, MMA go, and that is it. He weren't made for any other sport. Innit? Let's leave it at that. But guys, let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see this fight, Shakur versus Ilia? Do you think it will happen? Do you think it will materialize at some point? And boxing versus MMA. What's more entertaining? Let's just be honest. Me, it's UFC all day long, man. Boxing's good when it's good, but UFC, man. Come on. I'm out.